This is Michigan Moments, rediscovering the pioneering moments of the Great Lakes State. In 1917, amid open farm fields near Battle Creek, Michigan, Camp Custer sprang into being during the U.S. mobilization for World War I. In months, barracks, hospitals, and hundreds of tents rose. Young men arrived by train. Their basic training began. They learned drill. They learned gas mask use. They learned marksmanship. In their off hours, they sat at wooden tables in YMCA tents and wrote letters home, postcards to mothers, sisters, sweethearts. Nurses stood in regimented lines. Fire crews stood by. Officers walked among the wards. The base hospital treated injuries, illness, and later, war wounds. In autumn 1918, the influenza epidemic struck the post. Quarantine was declared. The camp's daily life changed overnight. After the war, Camp Custer played a crucial role in demobilizing soldiers. It remained active in the 1920s and 30s through Civilian Conservation Corps work and reserve training. In 1940, Camp Custer was made permanent and renamed Fort Custer. The base swelled. The 5th Infantry, Red Diamond, trained. German prisoners of war were housed here. The hospital grew. Mass events, speeches, and drills became a regular rhythm. By the mid-20th century, Fort Custer had become a hub for troops headed to Korea and later Vietnam. The U.S. Army's use of the area ended in June 1968, and control was then transferred to Michigan. Some land was converted into a recreation area, while other parts remained in military use. The site now features the Fort Custer Training Center for the Michigan National Guard and various law enforcement agencies, a state park, and the Fort Custer National Cemetery. The cemetery serves as the final resting place for U.S. veterans and 26 German POWs who died at the fort. This is the story of Camp Custer, later Fort Custer, Michigan, a place of transformation, service, and memory. Thanks for watching. Please share and follow us for future episodes. This has been Michigan Moments, offering bite-sized morsels of Michigan history.